Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. And the Hokies will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn.
He's loose. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast.
It's a seam wide open. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
So Virginia Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed again.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Setting up the screen. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all of the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He leaves it with his back. Purdy on the Jets. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
They get suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. There's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one is perfect. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it their own move.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. He wants to go deep. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
The Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off in the 26.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Bennett. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Selden. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Down 6-3 early, they'll try to put together a drive to take the lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you could tell the QB was going there the whole time, right? Quickly get the football, throw it to the left, get it to your running back in some space, but the defense was ready for it. They were sitting on it, came up and made the play for no gain.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
With the catch, it's Green. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Drones. Got a man. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Nowhere to go, the ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Drones. Makes the grab, it's Selden. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. And when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense has made a note on this drive. They're trying to throw the football. They're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Sellers. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
He's brought down at the 31. Third down coming up.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Hard running there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drops it. What a weapon.
Line getting set on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. The 10. Touchdown, Gamecock. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Virginia Tech, 9.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Keith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
To the air, it's Drones. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Bennett. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third down, going up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Here comes the offense on second down. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. The give to the tailback. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Drones. Got it in the middle, it's Holloway. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's Holloway. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through two quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Virginia Tech offense will take over.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back. It's Groves. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
There he goes! A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Going to swing it on second down. Wiggles free. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground, and now getting him behind the sticks.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's caught. It's Jacobs. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the air, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, and big time pickup on that one.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless Saleh's every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to move the chain. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He now has 110 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football. And I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Makes the catch right at the 50. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Running it to the right. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Hunt is on its way. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Oh, a lot of space. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know what, this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game. All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Flushed out of the pocket. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day. This one from 23. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. During the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Rushes on him. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Gives it on the option. Across the 25, he's got room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Hokies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great catch and run for 6.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets him up. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And they're looking to tack just a few more points onto this lead late. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Drones. Completes it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Hokies racing to the line in a hurry up. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings out.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield, it's throws. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
On the play. It's now 4th and goal.
One more play to pad the stats. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Pollack.